doors? Who rap with your doors? Who go harder than them and never let off before? Who got your poking their head out the door? Getting paid every week like he did all his chores. Life's a I'm rich till I divorce it. Go
Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now here's Murray. Wallace outside. Back to Murray. Now Wallace. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. The putback. Second chance shot. Fader on the way. Jackson can't get that one to fall. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
And it's Detroit's ball. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Yeah, Jackson's ability to both dive to the rim as well as pop out for a jump shot makes him an excellent partner in the pick and roll.
And stolen by Wallace. Jackson with the screen. Wallace's shot is good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Murray outside. Back to Thibault. Pass to Murray. Clock at 6. Jackson with the screen. And shot on the way. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Yeah, that time, Murray called his own number, and it paid off for him.
It's Cunningham with the drive. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Wallace. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Count that one.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Here is Cunningham. 4-point game. Shot's good by Booker.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the wing, Jackson. Off with the layup.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Pass to Song. Here's Cunningham. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Tries from 16. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Now, here's Thibault. Scoreless thus far. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
Pass to Brooks. Releases. Jones controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Wallace outside. Screen by Nurkic. Back to Murray. Brooks grabs the board. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham right side. To the paint. And slammed in by Jones.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And here now is Thibault. Screen by Nurkic. Back to Thibault. There's the 3. That one misses. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Pistons making a change here. The Pistons leading. Booker with it. He has 6. Cunningham outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Nice job getting inside and executing. I like seeing Cunningham be aggressive around the basket.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Cans it from downtown.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the middle. Pass to Thibault. Wallace right side. Back to Thibault. Can they get it? And that one is off. Pistons leading by 6. Here's Booker, and there's the drive. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Murray. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And that one is good.
I just love that shot from Murray. He makes you defend him on all 3 levels.
Here's Cunningham, following the score by Jamal Murray. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Booker's got 11 points. Murray surveying the D. Wallace outside. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And stolen by Thibault. Pass to Murray. Screen by Gafford. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you might think of Murray as just a scoring point guard, but he's also a great playmaker.
For 3, Booker. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. .109 left to play in the first quarter.
Detroit foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Detroit?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Ivy on the wing. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Clock at 4. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Give Ivy credit for being aware of the shot clock situation and salvaging that possession.
Pass to James. Here's Stewart. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Landale. Here's Wiggins. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
26.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Left side, Sexton. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hits it from three-point range.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivered.
Pass to Wiggins. And James picks up the foul.
James.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Bona. Wants to get it to Sanders and does. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back to you guys.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Melton. The Pistons working the ball around now. To the left wing. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Kennard with the rebound. The Kings trail by 5. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Now James, still scoreless. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Stewart. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, Sexton. Here's Kennard. He's guarded by Melton. Just 5 on the clock. The second effort. And Kennard lays it in. Good. Now just a 3-point Piston lead.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Pass to Bona. In the corner, Ivy with it. There's a screen. Over Sexton. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Sexton's got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taken.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Substituting on the court.
Here's Booker. He's got 11. Cunningham on the wing. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Here's Sacramento now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Sexton. Here's Williams. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 7. Can't hit from in close. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
The jump hook. They get it back. Out to Brooks. Booker outside. They shoot again. Rebound by Williams. Here's Sacramento. They've scored 10 straight. And here's Kennard. He has 7. Left side, Jackson. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
I
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sexton with it. Jones covering. Back to Sexton. Shoots from the high post. Up again. Goes back up. It's deflected.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sorry, using those long arms to knock that one away.
Here's Jackson. Knocked away. Pistons trailed by 4. Booker looking around. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Sacramento.
Jackson with the screen. Kennard for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Takes a 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Kennard's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, this is Kennard's shot. And if you don't chase him off the three-point line, this is what will happen.
Here's Cunningham. And coach for teams defending the pick and roll. You often hear coaches talking about being at the level. What does that mean?
Well, Kevin, what it means is the guy guarding the screener, the defender guarding the screener, has to be all the way up with that guy at the point of the screen, as opposed to being in drop coverage where the guy defending the screener will lay back.
Wallace outside. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Murray for 3. Rebound, Detroit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Landale. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Wallace. Back to Murray. Now here's Wallace. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. And the dunk by Brooks.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Back to Murray. Pass to Thibault. Wallace left side. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Timeout. Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Detroit making a switch. The Pistons trailing. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Inside. Leaps for it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Murray, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
To the middle. Here's Landale. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Here's Murray. At the tip. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first points of the night.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Detroit, no good that time either. Murray with it. Pass to Thibault. And here's Jackson. 1 second left. Basket good. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. Right back after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pistons trailed by 6. Now Ivy laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Sexton. 6 to shoot. Screen by Gafford. The high post shot. The rebound by Yabusele. Now here's Ivy. Pass to Melton. Ivy on the wing. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Yabusele can't hit. Kings leading out by 4. Melton with the steal. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Sexton for 3. Rebound, Detroit.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Ivy. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, I like the mid-range shot from Ivy. That's a key for him in his development.
Left side, Sexton. Pass to Kennard. That's tipped.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's Kennard. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And here's Ivy. 6 points for him. For the lead. Rebounded by Gafford.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Sexton with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. James outside. Launches a 3. Riley grabs the miss. And it's Detroit's ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Now Ivy. Gafford with the steal. Here's Kennard. Outside, James. Outside, Sexton. Shoots over Melton. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
On offense, here are the Kings. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. In the corner, Kennard with it. For the lead. Detroit with the rebound. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Pass to Booker. Over Thibault. Detroit, no good that time either. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Jackson. For the lead. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
It's Czar, top of the key. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Here's Sacramento. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Pass to Thibault. Now Jackson. Defended by Jones. Trying to end the drought. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Guys, back to you.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And Thibault sends it back. And Jones slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Jackson. It's deflected.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
The Kings shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Connects from three-point range.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Wallace looking for an opening. Murray outside. Over Brooks. Murray, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Jones. Cunningham with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Cunningham outside. Back to Jones. The kick out to Cunningham. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Wallace outside. Pass to Murray. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
2 minutes.
Cunningham right side. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. In the corner, Wallace with it. Back to Murray. Here's Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, the son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. plays the game with great instincts, particularly on the defensive end. You can see he learned the game growing up.
Cunningham looking it over. Three-pointer. Rebound by Nurkic. The Kings leading. Wallace outside. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Wallace the screen. Here's Murray. Shot clock at 6. Over Brooks. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Kings lead by 3.
Well, Jackson Jr. has a great feel around the glass, creating second chance opportunities.
For 3, Booker, no good. Dismiss, number 4 in 10 shots. Jackson with the screen. To the paint. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And now a 5-point Sacramento lead. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham outside. And Jones has it in the corner. And taken away by Wallace. Drives to the hoop. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for Sacramento. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points. And look.
46.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's Sexton. Pass to Gafford. Clock at 2. Landale grabs the miss. Pistons trailed by 5. There's the pick. Now, here's Ivy. Over Sexton. The shot by Ivy, no good. And so, Sexton will bring it up for the Kings. Pass to James. Takes it inside. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Looking to get back on track here. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. And that one falls for Ivy.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Pass to Stewart. Now, here's Sexton. Oh, good with the triple.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Count that one. And now, that's 11 points for Jaden Ivey.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And here's Kennard. And it's Melton with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And the foul on Daniel Gafford.
First team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To take the lead. The shot by Ivy, no good. Sacramento with the ball. Stewart a screen to the middle. And the dunk by Stewart.
I like how Sexton keeps his options open off the pick and roll. He's looking for the team's best shot.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Melton. And here's Ivy. Oh, that's blocked. Out of bounds. Pistons ball. Detroit keeps possession. Goes up off the inbound. Here's Sacramento now. The lead is 2. Pass to Kennard. Screen by Gafford. Clock at 6. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's just his first turnover of the game, so we'll give him a pass on that one.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. With his first shot attempt, great positioning on the putback. Landale's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Back to James. Count the basket. And the Kings lead by 2.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Ivy with it. Here's Riley, and he dunks it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Sexton for 3. That one doesn't go.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Now, Ivy. Pass to Melton. Stewart with the steal. And here's Sexton. Covered by Wiggins. Now, here's Gafford. Now, Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Second chance points. Jackson using his size on the offensive glass.
Cunningham for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Jackson with the screen. Down low. Out to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And Sarr pulls it down.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Pass to Jackson. Over Jones. Jackson misses. Pistons trailed by 3. Now Brooks. Jones outside. Now Booker. Uncovered. Connects with the J.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Outside Jackson. Here's Murray. He drills the 3.
Well, there's no question. Murray can go get one for you when you need it most.
Here's Booker. Cunningham. And they come back with a 3 of their own.
And that is an important shot. Cunningham understands how to come up big for his team.
Outside Murray. And he does not hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. They get a hand on it. Got it to go off the glass.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Booker fires. Williams with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
.124 left in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. Murray.
Well, Murray will happily go to the line. He was kind of looking for contact with that move inside.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game.
Booker, the 3 is off.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Jackson outside. And he drains the game.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
.24 seconds left in the game.
Second personal foul. 13.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both in a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Booker! No good from 3. So the Kings win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just a